Hi Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to be doing a reading for the first half of November 2019. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it won't resonate with every Sagittarius on the planet. If it doesn't, check out your rising or moon sign. Those may give you some better insight as to what you might be dealing with. Or you can also check out any other tarot reader on YouTube. They are fabulous and might be picking up on different energies that I am at this time. If you're ever looking for a private reading, you can find my information in the box below. I ask if you do like the video, you please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. I would be really appreciated. So without further ado, I'll just go ahead and get started. We're going to pull a Oracle of the Angels card, just to kind of get the basis of what you might be dealing with for the first half of November 2019. Please show us which Sagittarius. Thank you. Positive initiation. Give me a second sign that has come out with that. Right there. So I'll go ahead and read out of the book the meaning of that. And kind of get started from there. Pull tarot and advice and clarifiers and whatnot. It says everything that happens to you and everything that comes to you in life is a result of initiation. A seed planted at some point in the past is now coming to fruition. Be conscious of the seeds you are planting today with your thoughts, energies, and actions to ensure that your dreams and desires can become reality tomorrow. Remember, we reap what we sow. All right. There's something you guys have been kind of working on here. It looks like it's coming to light, coming to fruition, coming to play. Please, hello. That was, sorry, hold on. That's something that flew here. And with the first two cards out, I would definitely say that that's the case. It looks like you guys have, the wheel is turning in your favor, basically. The Wheel of Fortune we popped out here. We have the Two of Cups, which signifies like a soulmate relationship, be it lovers, friends, family. Take it however it resonates in your life. And then you also have the Temperance in reverse, which is you. I guess you're not in your energy. Not feeling your energy, not feeling balanced, patient. Okay. Well, let's keep on pulling and see what else comes out here. It looks like you may have a soulmate coming in. What else do we have for Sagittarius for the first half of November 2018, please? What else do we have for Sagittarius for the first half of November 2019? Thank you, thank you. Hey, okay. They're really talking to you guys today. Hold on. Some flu again. Okay. Moving towards better waters. You've been enlightened to not wait for something any longer. Wow. And then you have the Hermit card. These are a lot of cards here. I think at the very, hold on a minute, let me see what these are over here as well. Okay. What I'm getting from the amount of cards that came out for you guys so far is that you felt like a relationship was luck coming to you, basically. Not luck, but I mean luck and love, sure. But you felt that it was, I guess you could call it destined, is what I'm hearing. Whether it be, you know, with a soulmate or something that came into your life that was not balanced, but you were trying to get to better waters with that balance. And kind of, you know, do what you do best. Pour those cups from one to the other and just make it work, right? I think that you've taken some time to yourself and you've gone within and you've decided not to wait for this situation to evolve perhaps how you saw it to begin with. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, Pisces again, Sagittarius is on the board, Scorpio is on the board, Aries. So I think through you realizing that it wasn't going to work out, you went off blindly and decided not to put any more work into the situation, right? You move forward with that mindset of, I've done all I can, my ships are not coming in, I'm going to step out on my own and see what happens. And I think that you weren't putting any work towards this soulmate relationship at that point. You were moving forward with yourself and yourself only. Pretty much left this person out in the cold. You're moving slowly towards finding other options, other avenues to take, other ways of seeing life. Watch out because the devil is here, so you also may be dealing with a Capricorn. But I think what they're trying to say again is for you to hold on. Come to the end of this cycle. I think that you were feeling trapped in it for quite some time, and you have finally broken free of those chains and have very much so moved forward for new things for your life. You're also seeking balance. Right now, I don't think that you're either committed or putting that same effort that you put towards this past person towards anyone else at the moment. You're kind of just taking control of yourself and your own emotions, your own money, your own happiness, and not really looking for anybody outside of yourself to do that with. I mean, so I'm going to pull some vice versa cards as well, just for a clarifier. Well, let's do this. So we've gotten this far. I think that right now you're just in the state of doing you, and you're doing a mighty good job at it. You know, I think this past situation may have took the wind out of your sails, so to speak. I think you were trying for so long to make it a good situation or a right situation, and it didn't pan out the way you had hoped. I think you're feeling kind of discouraged at this point in time, but that's almost over. You're at a completion here. You've got the Ten of Swords, which, you know, if you have been down in the dumps about this certain situation, expect yourself to be getting out of it soon. So. Okay, let's clarify the Four Cups in reverse, please, for Sagittarius for the first half of November. Please clarify. Work with others. The Seven of Wands and the World. This is the vice versa deck, which means that each card has two sides to it. You got this side. And then we also have the World. You have this side. So I'll go ahead and read that, the versions of it in the book, because they differ from the regular tarot meaning of the, the regular Seven of Wands or World card. So let me find them real quick. Okay, for the Seven of Wands, the lodestone is symbolic of a slight elevation in status with the implied warning to not exaggerate its importance. It's a step up, but there's still a lot left to achieve. That said, you can take pride in having succeeded thus far. Let that pride feed your ambition, not your ego. Very wise. Don't let it feed your ego as far as blocking everybody out that, you feel might be the same as the people in the past, because that's just not the case. I mean, let's get real, So then the World card that is on the reverse side of that is if you're not feeling a sense of completion, it may be because you're thinking in terms of continuum rather than a cycle. It's true that everything is linked, but it's important to mark milestones. Eternal renewals relies on an acknowledgement of what has been achieved or accepted, celebrated, and released. Don't court exhaustion of body, mind, or spirit by hurrying onward. Everything is happening just as it's meant to. So like I was saying with the Ten of Swords, if you're feeling a certain way about this past situation, be it relationship, work, job, family, what have you, and it still has you feeling in the dumps here, just know that will come to an end. You sit in it and take it as much as you can. That's the only advice that I have for you, because that's the same thing I've heard from, everybody else as well. Sit in it and work through it. You don't want to repeat it, right? I know I wouldn't. But I think it's also saying with like this Emperor energy here, I see this, while it may not be the meaning of the Emperor, but in this particular card, he just doesn't really seem like a very friendly guy. I mean, if I were to see him, besides the outfit, but I think just by his facial, tra-la-la, who gives a flying shit what you think, mentality all in his face, it's just kind of screaming it. So what I'm getting from that card is, don't do that. And it was kind of being clarified with the World card as well. So what advice do we have for Sagittarius to move forward with for the first half of November 2019, please? What advice do we have for Sagittarius? Thank you. Work with others. Work with others for a new start. Ace of Wands. I'll go ahead and read those two. Hold on. We got one more down here. It's like the King of Cups. Show your emotions. Don't be this weirdo over here. It's okay to share it. That's the only way you're going to release it. In any way you possibly can. Share them. So then we also have, so I'll go ahead and read what the meanings of these two two are in here. The Three of Pentacles usually means that you're working well with others. Whatever you're working on is going in a good direction. You're finding success from it. But like I said, each of these cards in this deck has two sides to it. So you have this side with the guy standing over the box, and then you have this side. And there's three people. Oh no, two, sorry. Two people. One's working and the other one's just kind of standing there. Let's see what this side means. The man and the financier of the this man is the financier of the project, but that's not his only contribution. His biggest gift is enthusiasm, which will sustain the endeavor and serve as a foundation. Whatever you wish to build, find others with the same enthusiasm to build it with you. This may be in business, community work, the arts, or any other process that requires many willing hands and hearts. They are out there looking for you. So open up. I understand that all of this past stuff may have just, like I said, knocked the wind out of your sails. That's what I keep hearing for some reason. But you can't judge the rest of your life based off of one lesson, one scenario, one person, one job. I mean, could you imagine if you had to do that? Like if that's actually how you had to go through life? You have options. You have free will. You can change that shit. So let's see what the Ace of Wands is. Your internal impulses are good, but you run the risk of losing sight of the big picture. Get some distance from your endeavor if you feel confused or unclear of your purpose. There is no rush, and you won't lose momentum by stepping back for a brief time to get some needed perspective. Kind of like I was saying. It's time to go back within, I think, for a little bit and figure out how you are going to be able to work with others, open up to others, have relationship with others moving forward so that the past mistakes don't come back. What you plant, you sow. So make sure you're planting it correctly. Or not correctly, but what do you see for your future? If you're sitting alone by yourself, like this dude, you're not really sowing too much. You're sowing hate in your heart and resentment towards others, and the somewhat closed-minded idea that everybody will be the same. You know? So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope it helped. If it did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And I hope you have an awesome first half of November 2019. Thanks.